Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Texas back over here on the Madden Ultimate Team with another budget series for you guys today. And for those that did not see the previous two episodes on the quarterback and the cornerback, stay tuned to the end of the video. It'll pop up on the screen. You guys just gotta click it. Now today we'll be discussing budget wide receivers. My man Colton Cooper has been hitting me up damn near every single day wanting a cheap elite wide receiver episode. I'm struggling to do it. I told him I was going to do it tomorrow and I kept pushing it back, but I guess tomorrow is today. And this is kind of my struggle right now. I go to the auction block and do my scouting before I make these videos. You guys may think this is all off the top of the head, but I'm kind of organized in that fashion where I go look for things and so I can mention them in these videos. There are not really that many good budget wide receivers over here in this game. And that may come to a shock to some of you guys, because last year you can get by with using the Kelvin Benjamin, using the Devin Funches, using a lot of these gold and low tier elite receivers because the aggressive catch was so overpowered that pretty much anybody you threw out there was going to make plays for you. And then you also had the speed receiver for certain purpose as well to create separation of those guys who were running that crazy ass man coverage last year. This year, with the aggressive catch being nerfed so ridiculous, there's not really many players you can pick up that I think are really good. Now, I'm going to be looking for guys with high catch and traffic because with the way the defense this year is set up and where the offensive receivers have low speed, I kind of think you need guys that can make tough catches for you to help win those games. Now, the spec catch is amazing when the animation triggers and it makes highlight-worthy montage plays, but it doesn't trigger that often. Catching traffic is more, in my opinion, of an important attribute, important skill set to have, because some of these catches in traffic may win you or lose you a game, so you might want to try to build your team around that catching traffic attribute. Now, look at the auction house. There ain't that many, so I'm going to apologize in advance. If I miss any budget receivers, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below, because I was struggling looking at this. I probably should have tweeted out some help before, and I guess going forward, if I can't really find any budget players, I'll tweet out. Give me some suggestions, and you guys can tweet me over on Twitter. But anyway, let's go ahead and show you guys the list that I have constructed. It's not that long, but it has some good studs on it. Let's get into it. For those looking to buy or sell Madden Ultimate Team coins, check out the Mud Store. They have cheap prices, fast delivery, and great customer service. Use code Texas at checkout for a 10% discount. Up first, we got Demaryius Thomas, the receiver of the Denver Broncos. And the reason why I'm showing you guys these two versions is because this is why I'm saying, like, it's not really that great wide receiver over here in this game. Like, you look at these two guys side by side, and look at the attribute increases, it's just +2s. Now, I'm cool with him getting an upgrade, obviously, and when the game first came out, I think Demaryius Thomas was obviously a really expensive card. He's a elite card over 100,000 coins, his gold card over 10,000 coins, and now that things are coming down in price because of other cards that we're getting in this game, you're seeing that when it, like, why are people paying this much more for that Demaryius Thomas on the left? So, like, you look at these two things side by side, I'm like, okay, so if you really want to get, like, a good bang for your buck receiver and you don't mind sacrificing really the 2 speed, I'm not too sure what the difference is between the 2 in catching, the 3 in release, the 2 in jump. I don't know the difference, and I need to see EA put out some videos going forward of them showing why you want to have a guy that has a 3 better release or a guy that has 2 better elusiveness. I want to see the reason why, because when I look at these two side by side, I'm like, there really is no point in getting the Demaryius Thomas on the left unless you just want the elite chemistry for deep threat. And if you use the one on the right with vertical chemistry, you can still get his acceleration up to a top gear at 90 plus, and also the spec catch up to a 92. So, like, I don't really know. I don't know the difference between either one of these two, but I think both these guys are budget. But if you really want to run a super budget wide receiver, you got Demaryius Thomas on the right, who is going for about 1.5 thousand coins. You guys go ahead and pick him up, or spend about 35,000 coins on somebody who's just slightly better. That's your choice. Next up, we got Julio Jones, around the same exact price as the last card we went ahead and discussed, and this guy kind of looks very similar to Demaryius Thomas. Same speed, same catching traffic, but one less spec catch. Better elusiveness by a lot, which is huge. So Demaryius Thomas, even though you saw that guy run a lot of wide receiver screens in Denver, his elusiveness was actually rather low. Julio Jones has an 82 elusiveness, so this guy can run those screens much better in space, and also going to be a lot more physical after the catch, I would assume, just based off his body type. And since Demaryius Thomas got destroyed by Cam Chancellor like 4 years ago, he has not been the same receiver. But this Julio Jones is not bad. It's just kind of unfortunate, man. I'm gonna keep bringing this up. These guys just don't stand out to me. Like, you see these cards, like, yo, this is pretty dope. And then you go to compare this guy to a lot of other receivers you have on your team, it's just like, okay, 88 speed, 88 speed. It's just like, there's not really like any standout ones. Now, I may feature some of these ones. I may feature some of these Team Hero ones for those that are getting on the game this month, maybe next month as well. Because these guys do have a little bit different compared to these older cards in this game, but at the same damn time, there really is not much difference between you receive. That's why I'm not gonna go too crazy with this video. I'm going to give you guys a couple more choices and show you guys my definitive top receiver over here in this game for a budget, a guy you should pick up if you guys are looking for a nice number 1, number 2, or number 3. But yeah, it's just kind of a struggle right now making this video. You see all these guys that look exactly the same. Now this guy, Dez Bryant, he is the best budget receiver over here in this game. Now, he's not my favorite. My favorite receiver is going to be who I saved last, and you guys see that is coming up shortly. But this Dez Bryant, I love him a lot. Now, if I'm going to pick one up, I pick up the 87 version just based off of what the 85 did for me. Now, again, it's not going to be a significant upgrade in a lot of these attributes. You see a +1 speed increase. You see a plus couple catching increase. It's just not like much better. But Dez Bryant, for the price that you can pick him up for, he does so well for me. So when I'm playing head-to-head, when I'm playing Soul Challenge, when I'm playing Rover and Draft Champions, I notice this guy in the field a lot. And that's just because he seems like he's much more agile, much more shiftier than a Julio Jones. Julio Jones is fun to play with. He's big, he's tall, he's fast, and he's basically unprecedented. But this Dez Bryant, he plays extremely well. And this year, they gave him 88 speed on his 85 overall card, which I think last year, Dez Bryant's speed was so low. It was like 84, 80. It was so slow. This year, him being one of the faster receivers makes this guy even more of a problem to have. Now, his catching is going to be an issue because he's going to drop those easy passes. He's going to be out here dropping those quick slants, dropping those deep balls like did in Green Bay because he wants to do too much after the catch. But this is my favorite receiver over here in this game, and I do want to pick up his new 93 overall card, but I'm going to wait because the Cowboys are in the playoffs, and there's going to be a chance that he gets a playoff card, and I'm not trying to buy a card and get shit on a couple weeks later because EA likes dropping things to make other things go down in price. But I like Dez Bryant a lot, and if you guys looking for a nice 1-2, wouldn't play him in the slot because I can't really trust this dude's catching that well, but 1 or 2 going to be a good player for you, and I really recommend this card to anybody's team starting out right now or guys who are looking for some nice backup positions. It's like, I can't make this up, man. Again, I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep like, I want to let me know how many times I said I'm sorry in this particular video. Like, what am I supposed to do, man? Like, these cards are the same. Like, I can't really do much on a budget series, but all these cards are exactly the same, man. This is so dumb. Anyway, let me go ahead and show you my favorite receiver in this game that when his price does come down because EA likes dropping legend toppers on legend toppers on more legend toppers. This Tim Brown, I think, is the best receiver I've played with over here in this game, not named Dez Bryant. I gave Dez Bryant all the praise last part, but Tim Brown is really, really fun to play with. For one, he can return kicks. Also, his elusiveness is high. He's good on screens, which I run a lot. If you guys watch my CFM, you guys watch my live stream, you guys watch my gameplay, the staple in the Texas boy lexicon is going to be wide receiver screens. Everybody runs cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, and to beat that and to get him out that covered is to try to abuse the screen, get some good blocking out there, and this guy plays extremely well. I had him, and also, somebody buys that card right there, I had him and Herman Moore out there for screens, and Herman Moore was such a disappointment, so much so I traded him straight up for Julio Jones at the time when they were the same exact price. And Herman Moore's price is a little bit steady right now because he's a legend and harder to get than Julio is, but you still understand my point that Herman Moore was so garbage. But Tim Brown was just playing extremely well for me over any mode I was using him in. I like this guy's card a lot. Again, a lot of these cards are kind of built the same, 89 speed, but he does have 90 to catch in traffic, which is going to be huge. He's going to be a nice, reliable wide receiver. Now, his price is kind of high right now, but I think he's probably the best value receiver in the game that you guys can pick up right now. That is not named Dez Bryant. I'm saying that caveat. I do like Dez Bryant a lot, and I don't know what I said in the last part because I say things without, what do you call it? without retaining them. So I might have said Dez Bryant is the best. Now I'm saying Tim Brown's the best, and it kind of can be contradictory. And that's all I got for you guys right now. Those are my best receivers over here in this game for a budget team. If I miss anybody, let me know down in the comments section below, because there's probably one of the guys that I'm not thinking of right now. But again, a lot of these guys are just the same, man. They are the same. And it's kind of funny that we get excited and charged up of these guys, and then you go to the comparison, you're like, yo, it's the same damn card. So usually you can go out and try to, pick up like a gold halfback. So, oh, this guy's amazing, or a gold tight. This guy's, no, receiver-wise, it's not really that one gold or bronze or silver or even elite that's just like crazy stand out yet. Now, Dion, when he came out, he was stand out, but you had to pair that guy up with the other Dion and all his other stuff to get him Kim boosted up to max that speed boost. And when Antonio Brown came out, he was nice as well, but then they pooped on him with other receivers that came out. So right now, the best two you pick up, I would say, is Dez Bryant and that Tim Brown. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you guys did. More of these to come in the future. I'm the Texas boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.